Hi guys, Terry here. I have a need to make a high school graduation card, so I thought I would quickly pop one together here. I searched in Evernote for the word graduation, and I realized that my Celebrate Today Stampin' Up! Stamp set had the word graduation, and I thought this would just be some fun, colorful, the balloon. It's for a boy. I don't want to make it too girly with flowers, so I thought this would be a fun look. So I'm going to use this stamp set. When I go to make a card and you don't quite know where to get started, first it helps to search for what the subject is that you're making a card for, and then I start with my Nina Solar White card base. This is 110 pound. It's a nice sturdy card base, and I find that if I get this out, cut it in half to make my card base, it's just a good starting point for, I know that I just need to take a stamp set, decorate a card, make it, sign it, and the person will appreciate the card. So then I start to think, okay, once I've got my card base, I want to add a little bit of color. So that's when I grab like maybe one of my 6x6 paper packs. And this here is a case where I hold my loose 12x12 Stampin' Up! 6x6 paper. And I've got, 1,000 different pieces of paper in here. So here I see some paper that has some balloons on it. So that kind of gets me an idea for maybe what I want to use with this stamp set, since it has balloons. But it really doesn't matter. I mean, grabbing any color of paper that'll be the the little splash of color that will be on the card. So let's say I did like this one, which it's really cute. I like the back of it too. So what I then might do is get out maybe red and gray as my ink colors, and then that would give me an idea of what to stamp these with. So I've got my VersaFine that I love to use for the sentiment. So I'll probably say Happy Graduation. I've got my Misty tool out so that I can stamp it and make sure I get all the coverage that I need. And then I have my thing to wipe off my stamps after I ink them to keep my stamps clean. And then I simply have some glue to put it all together. So let me cut this paper and cut this. The way I cut this is when you cut your 8.5 by 11 in half here, I'll cut this in half, and then I'll just know that I want to make this a little bit smaller than that, and that'll be my color that I put on the back. And then I'll probably use a scrap piece of paper to do my stamping and decorate the little front. So let me get my papers cut and come back and we'll stamp. Okay, first let me say that this is the young gentleman that we are making a graduation card for. So congratulations, Evan. You are graduating, and we're excited for you and your family. So I want to show you how I remember how to cut the cardstock. So an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. I like to make the card base go this way, just as a, I just think it's something different than a card that you can buy. So I like to do the top folding. So I tell myself that the paper is 8.5 wide, half of that is 4.25. So I cut the paper at 4.25. And then I know that if I want to layer a piece on top of there, I want to have a border around the outside. And that makes this be just 1/4 of an inch less, so it's 4 inches across there. And then knowing that my piece of paper is 11 inches long and I want to fold it in the middle, that's 5.5. And again, if I want there to be the border, then 1/4 inch less is 5.25. So it all stems from just cutting this 8.5 by 11 in half, and then knowing that you're subtracting 1/4 inch. So, and then for my piece here in the middle, I think I'm going to stamp something just small enough. I really wanted to be able to see this outside piece of paper because of the balloons. So I just kind of said, okay, I want to make it have a big fat border on it. So I made this 3 inches by, let's see, this is 4 1/4. 3 by 4 1/4 just makes that have a nice big fat border. And then because of the paper that I picked out gray granite, real red, and granny apple green to be what I stamp my balloons in. So I want to have room for the sentiment, so I think I'm going to start with the sentiment here. And I might just need to practice with the colors because these balloons are really cute. I think that what I can do is take the light color as the background. Maybe I'll use this happy. I don't know, we'll have to see what that looks like, because I was thinking I'd use this happy graduation. So let's do this in the gray, and then we can put some dots on it with some of the other colors. So maybe I'll do 2 gray balloons, and then put red and green as the dots on top of that gray. So let's do that in our Misty here, on our little piece of paper. And we don't have a lot of room on this, but I like how big the balloons are, because it's going to fill this up. So really all we need is the couple of balloons and then happy graduation on here. Okay, so let's start with the happy graduation just so that I leave enough room for it. Okay. Oh, and those are even bigger than I thought they were. So this is going to be really cute. Okay, so let's start with let's put graduation at the bottom and we'll work our way up here. I love to use the Misty because then I can kind of see where I'm stamping. And if I get any little bit of ink missing, I can re-stamp it in the same spot here. So let's do this. Pick this up, put this back in the corner. As long as you put it back down in the spot you started. Because new stamps are very sticky, so they always pick up that piece of paper and move it. And I could just be using blocks to stamp this with. It's just if you mess up, sometimes you got to start over again. So there's graduation. And we'll use our stamp chamois to wipe that off. I love the stamp chamois. I mean, when you wipe these off, it looks like you've never used your stamps. So there's that one. Let's get out the happy. I'm surprised how much bigger these stamps are than what they show on the front of the box there. So it's really cute. So here's happy. Okay, I think I'm straight. Remember, it's a piece of paper. If we mess up, we can start over. These solid stamps especially, it's nice to be able to re-ink it, because I notice on solid stamps it doesn't always get the whole thing. So notice that has a little bit of holes on it. So again, push it down in that corner, ink it up again, and you could just re-stamp it. So love that about it. And I might even stamp that P is not getting solid there, so I might even do it one more time. And I'm going to wipe off the stamp because there might have been something on there that was preventing the ink to be solid on there. So let's try it one more time. Okay, that looks much better. Okay, so now we've got that. We'll let that dry. Wipe this off. Okay, so now we'll try the polka dots here with the great big balloons. That's really cute with the happy on it. I was just worried with the gray you wouldn't be able to read it. So again, this is a solid stamp. So I love that we're using the Misty, because if it doesn't take the whole thing, we can re-stamp it. The other thing with solid stamps is you want to make sure you have all the air bubbles out of it. Okay. So let's do it in the gray. These are the new ink pads, so they're super tight. I think the gray is going to be hard to see. But I don't know if you can see the air bubbles that are in there too. See the air bubbles? So, oh, get the magnet out of the way. Stamp that gray. Oh, that is so cute. Okay, so now I'm going to, I might turn it around to get it on this side. So let's wipe the stamp off again. Wipe off the water. Let's see, we'll put this one up higher. Push the cardstock into the corner, because notice how it picks up the cardstock. Scoop back over there. Okay, so now let's do the gray again. These balloons are such a cute size. Okay, there. And I love how the gray is darker in the middle there. Let's wipe off that too. Cute balloon. Okay, so now we'll do the dots. Okay, let's put the polka dots on. Let's see here. Let's do this side. I always like when I can push it down in one of the corners. This will be really cute. Looks like it fits right in there. So cute. This will be a fun pop of color. So you see that it was really a, you know, a color cost savings, or when I was picking the colors, it was a time savings to just go by the colors that are on that piece of paper. So just find a piece of paper that you really love and you want to use, and that'll be your inspiration for what colors to make. I could have used his graduation colors, but I figure everybody's going to be doing that. So now what I don't know is if this green and gray is going to turn to be muddy looking. Oh no, that's really fun and cute. That's really cute. So again, using my chamois to wash that off. Turn this around so that I can make it be off the side here. And we'll do that. Really cute. And we'll use the red. I need to use my stamp pads more often. They are super, super tight. There we go. So fun. Wash that red off. Now the red will stain your stamp. Your stamp will forever be pink. but it is clean. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, so let's start assembling. I think that turned out really cute. So now we just have to pop our layers together. And I was thinking I might layer this on black just to make it pop off of that background. So here we go. Let's layer this on. I'm using my liquid glue. You could use a tape runner also. They both work. So we'll just pop this on here. Make sure you have the card opening the right direction. Done that before. Okay. And then let's see what it looks like with the black and without the black. Could also use gray too. So there it is without. And I just think it needs a little something. So I love to layer it with just a little bit of black. And I might even trim that a little bit more. No, it looks good. That looks good. Okay, let's glue that down. The trick with liquid glue is to not put too much on. Remember that glue has water in it, and you just want to be careful not to get that too wet or the paper will warp. The thing I love about the liquid glue is I've got time to line it up and scoot it. So that looks really cute. I love the colors. A little bit of glue on here, and we have our card made. I'm just looking around the border to line it up. And there's our card. So hopefully that gave you some tips to have your supplies around and ready to go, and can make a quick card, because who isn't making that card right before they go to the party, right? So again, congratulations to Evan, and I hope you enjoyed this little card tutorial. Thank you guys. Bye.